What sort of sounds do you think would be most effective for a thriller?
I think sounds are really important. I think with diegetic sounds, you want something which creates atmosphere and a little bit of enigma, maybe sounds that you're not quite sure what the source of the sounds are. Okay, but you also need to spend a lot of time considering the kind of music, because the music can have a huge effect on the overall atmosphere.
What sort of costumes do you think are best for a thriller?
Well, traditionally dark costumes, black costumes, but again it's very important to consider these because it can have a huge effect on atmosphere. And there are things like colour coding, so obviously dark colours will represent something along the lines of something which is enigmatic, something along the lines of something which is dark, on the dark side of life.
What sort of sets do you think are the best places to film a thriller?
Again, something which is enigmatic, something which has a sense of mystery about it. So again, something which is not necessarily commonplace, something which is like something which is derelict, something which is isolated, something which most people would be slightly insecure about, or have a sense of not quite sure if everything is absolutely safe. Anything like that works well.
What sort of editing do you think works best for a thriller?
Well, it depends what type of thriller, because you can have action-adventure films, like, say, the Bourne films, like James Bond films, which are sometimes called thrillers, where you've got very rapid editing. However, what I often consider to be a thriller is more things which are slow burning, they're character-driven, so you've got a lot of tension, where editing is much slower and you've got much longer takes. The only problem is that nowadays people are so used to rapid editing that they can be bored fairly easily. So if you're going to have long takes, you've got to be very, very sure you're creating the tension.